All right, Mikkel, real easy. How was that today?
It was challenging at times. I gotta say, the track was not easy. I mean, they ripped it real deep, watered a lot, but we overcame that pretty well. We made some adjustments to the bike and try and improve. And solid starts, both motos. Almost came away with the whole shot in that first one, and good battles all day. And a little bit of luck on my side, but yeah, fourth overall. I mean, best one of the season, and definitely something to be proud of, I think.
Okay. This is like the track in the U.S., and as you as the MX2 guy coming over here, what is your thought on it?
The way that they prepped the track being so deep, it was less fast than some of the other tracks we've been to. It developed a little slower than anticipated. But I guess it also because it's such a technical track with a lot of like off-campus and yeah, I mean, just the way that it developed, it was a little different from the other tracks, but I liked it. But definitely a challenge in terms of setup and stuff like that. So something to learn and something to move forward with for sure.
Any place in the GP scene that the fans compare?
I mean, yeah, this is a good weekend, right, for the fans. So, I mean, the best weekend in Europe is probably France or Germany or, you know, some of the Central Europe rounds. But it's a different atmosphere. There's different restrictions as well. I believe there's only a certain time where the public can get into the paddock over here. So it's very different where you'll be having like 1,000 French guys hanging over the fence all weekend. But I enjoyed it. It was great atmosphere, great fans. People are very polite, I gotta say, very polite and taking me in very well. So yeah, I've been enjoying a lot, I gotta say.
How was it today, Cody?
It started out a little rough, but I still was riding well. It's like, it just wasn't fully clicking for me. Qualifying just straight up 19th fastest. That's what I had. Moto 1, decent start. I fought the entire time and ended up 13th. Then Moto 2, got the whole shot. It was nice to get another one. Led for, I'd say almost like half a lap, whatever. Then DNF. Bike failure. It's not on me, it's not on the team. It is what it is. Somehow my silencer broke, and then I think it just suffocated the engine. And with the humidity and the heat and how deep the track is here, everyone was having issues with their engines, and it was just a recipe for disaster. So pulled off, I'm safe. It's all good. It was awesome to be back here at RedBud. Threw an oppo over the leap, that was cool. Did a fender slap over it. Got to hear the air horns again. It was a good day. This is for America, and you know what? I had a great walk-in kit, and I never do those, but I was like, you know what? 4th of July, we got to go all out. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here at this race. It's been 4 years since I've raced here, and yeah, just proud of everyone's effort.
How jumpable was the leap today?
Oh, I mean, they really made it hard on us. Moto, both qualifying sessions, I only hit it like 3 times. And being on a 450 and me being light, I was like, oh, I can do it from anywhere. No, that wasn't the case. Moto 1, hit or miss. And then Moto 2, I was hitting it pretty consecutively. It was like as the day went on and the conditions would dry up a little bit, it became easier. But yeah, they do not make it easy with this track. I mean, this is probably the deepest RedBud I personally have raced. But yeah, it demanded a lot out of the bikes, and it really showed with all the failures that were going on.
Okay, last thing, getting the whole shot in Moto 2, having that, advantage just going around the first turn and leading it half a lap. Did it feel natural? Did it feel like fight or flight instinct? Like, just what was it?
It's completely natural. I don't get tight. I'm like, you know what? I belong here. I've worked way too hard over the years. To not accept it. So for me, I accept it when I'm in the front. I belong there. Now, do I know the guys are coming? Absolutely. I mean, the 450 class, full of champs. And for me to just battle with them is pretty surreal. But yeah, I belong there. And went back to my old start map. Southwick was not the way to go. I sucked on my starts there. But I'm happy with my starts. We're back, and I've pulled a whole shot at Millville, so I kind of got to back it up.
How was that today?
Yeah, it was not bad. Average, I would say. We need to improve myself, the bike, and get better and to be always in top 10. I think this is my right place. So a little bit disappointed, but we take it. 11 overall. Still okay, still some good points, but we want more.
Hot day today, heavy track, really brutal and technical. How did it feel for you fitness-wise?
Yeah, it was fitness-wise. I think I'm not too bad, so I think I was happy about this. And track, like you say, was really rough, deep ruts and really hot and humid. So it's only the first week that I get in Florida, so it's why I need to get used and train more on this condition to be better every weekend.
How was that?
Yeah, tough day for me. Just started out slow, just didn't qualify great. Was really going in the wrong direction when I started. And first moto, I kind of struggled with bikes up a little bit and finished like 15th, which was probably like the worst moto of the year for me. And yeah, luckily I turned it around and got a setup that I was comfortable with for the second moto, and gave it my all and put it to use. So I was running 6 for a long time that second moto, and then yeah, I think a little bit of just trying so hard during the beginning of the day kind of tired me out for, I didn't have the last 5 laps that I probably should have had.
Was today the biggest test so far of the summer? Like, although Hangtown was triple digits hot, this one seemed to be brutal.
This one was definitely hot, but Hangtown was unmatched. Like, Hangtown was still the hottest day. We've had days at club where it was 100 with humidity, and it still didn't feel as bad as Hangtown. So yeah, honestly, club has been hotter than this, so this didn't feel too bad. And when the breeze did pick up, it was nice while riding. I bet it was a lot hotter as a spectator sitting in the in the hot grass. But yeah, honestly, it wasn't too bad heat-wise. I didn't feel like I ever got to the point where I was about to overheat or anything, but it was still a tough, gnarly day, and the track was super deep, and just the bumps were getting massive out there.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, Jordan, how was that?
Eventful. Second moto, very eventful. Ripped a really good start. I think I didn't touch my front wheel until I started braking for the first turn, pretty much. So that was kind of sick. Felt good running P2 behind Jalek, and my fitness has been good all year, so I wasn't really worried about that. Was just trying to kind of settle in and get some good lines, and caught an edge over there before the tabletop after the leap, and I mean, it just like immediately kicked so hard sideways and just lit up the rear tire, and just 90-degree left turn off the track into all the team guys standing there. Almost took out my guy. Then once I realized I was gonna miss him, I looked left, and I'm about to clean out the club guy, and someone yelled at him, and he literally did the smallest little shuffle to where I just barely clipped him, and he's okay, thankfully, I think is what I heard. But yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating, man. I expect more out of myself. Even, the first moto was good. I got a good start. I rode good. I got 9th place. Nothing to be ashamed about. But that's still in my mind not where I want to be having a good moto in 9th place. I know I'm a better rider than that. I work my butt off. I feel I put in the work. I'm trying hard to get better at outdoors, to get better, and it's coming, but it's just tough, man. Everyone's riding so good. It's gnarly.
How difficult was it to ride without the radiator shroud?
Yeah, that was pretty difficult. It took some getting used to. And then I also was smelling coolant, and it was leaking coolant somewhere from something. So yeah, it was tough. It was really hard because these ruts are so long, and you're really using that outside. On the right-handers, it actually wasn't bad. When I would have my leg out, but it was whenever it was the outside leg, and I'm trying to push my outside foot onto the bike to get it to keep leaning, and there's nothing there. My foot would want to slide forward, so it was tough. But I just tried to salvage what I could, and tried to get back to get some points, and I finished 1 spot short of it.
Thanks, Jordan. How was it?
Good, yeah. 19th first moto. I was pretty strong, I thought. I came from like 24th, 25th, and second moto was survival, man. I had a good start. Some people were down in second turn. I kind of got collected with that and made it like 15 minutes and hit the Fedortsov. Yeah, that's about it. Tried to survive through it. Just, you know, haven't been on the gate lately and stuff, so kind of working into it, but I think we'll be better.
Coming back from the injury, picking the summer, this part of it to do it, what were the expectations and did you live up to it today?
Yeah, you know, going into it, the injury actually took a little more time than I thought, and the expectations, you know, were to score points. I think I'm more than capable, and the last 2 rounds have been an absolute disaster. But this round was nice to get 19th and score a couple points. Obviously, second moto wasn't how we wanted, but it's something to build off of. You know, I think now I know I can score points and belong up there, so just about doing it every moto.
How was the track today? Everybody's saying how heavy it was, how deep the ruts were, how brutal the bumps were. Heavy water, humidity, heat, all that.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. It was really like the rut started shallow and they got so deep towards the end, like you couldn't hop out of anything. So like if somebody was to crash in front of you, you're pretty much stuck. But again, it made for good racing. It was really challenging, but I loved it. You know, I was happy to be in the moto, so just looking forward to it.
Thanks, Gage.
Thank you.
All right, Alex, how was it today?
It was okay. A little rough day, made a couple mistakes, but it's okay.
Thoughts on RedBud as a whole? What'd you think of the track, the races, the motos, all of that?
Track is a little rough. It's pretty deep today, and just need to get used to more deep stuff. And honestly, just learning experience and learn every single weekend I can. And it's all good. I'm pretty happy with my riding. I'm getting better every weekend with my riding, so I think I have more potential to go up front and get that top 15 and closer to there. So I think it should be good.
You've made a quick progression from being like SMX Next Combine guy to being in the 250 class already and working up that hierarchy to start scoring points and get close to the top 10. Is it coming as quick as you thought? Is it faster than you thought? Is it easier than you thought? Is it harder than you thought?
It was like quick transition to the pro, and I know it was gonna be hard for me, so I kind of like just no expectations coming into the outdoor season. I was more like just let's go learn and we'll see where we're gonna end it up, and every weekend I'm getting a little better and better, so I think I'm going in the like pretty good progression. I think it was like getting better each weekend, and no, I think it's good. Just no expectation, just ride my race, honestly.
Thanks, Alex. All right, Tom, how was that today?
I would say good and bad. 2 moto completely different in terms of results. First moto was good again. I feel like the speed was back. Myself with the bike felt a lot better. Like I feel like since last week that we changed the whole suspension, the whole bike was a lot better, and I feel back myself a little bit again. I can push through the moto. And second moto, unfortunately, I had a crash in the second corner, and I couldn't do much. Mikkel Haarup like barely hit me, and then my bike flew out of the track, and it was a weird like feeling. At the moment it touched my front wheel, my bike got ejected from the track. So it was a weird crash, but luckily I was fine, and I was far back, so I couldn't do much more.
Moto 1, you and Levi have a great battle to the end of the moto. Watching it was exciting. How is it to dice it up with a guy that you're friends with like that?
Yes, Levi was far back, like mid-moto. I could see him on some part of the track. He was close at the beginning, and then he lost quite a bit before halfway, and then the last 5 laps he was ripping the last 5 laps and catch me a lot, and he got me by surprise a little bit. In the last lap I thought I was fine, and then he was ripping the last 2-3 laps, so he got me in the last lap. And actually a funny fact, in the second moto I was like 20 or something, trying to come back and from the crash, and I saw Levi behind me, like not far, but he was a little bit catching me, and I thought he was leading the moto for a second because it was only like 3 or 4 laps to go. So I was like, yeah, I'm like 20 or 22, I'm getting lapped by the leaders. And actually he was in the same lap as me, so when he came by I let him go pretty much. I was looking at Levi and I was like, yeah, just let him go. And then I realized there was no blue flag. Sorry. It was no blue flag, so I was like, oh, he's maybe in the same lap as me. And then for like 2 laps, we were riding very slow, obviously. So I was like, oh, I think he's in the same lap, and I think he finished 19 and I finished 20 or 21. So that was pretty funny.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, thank you.
All right, how was it today?
I was good. First moto was a little rough, tipped over twice. Just struggled kind of getting some pace, but second moto got a okay start. Kind of came through the pack a little bit, ended up 9th, so stoked on that. It's my best finish ever, or I guess this year and ever. So that was super stoked on that, and yeah, ready to keep that or use that result. Sorry, and kind of keep the momentum going into next weekend, hopefully.
Okay, when you're putting in a career best result, is your mechanic giving you information? Is the team giving you information? Did it feel like you were doing anything, or were you just flowing?
Just flowing. I mean, I just seen on the pit board kind of position just clicking off, and yeah, I seen 9th last lap, and I was like, okay. And I had 2 guys right in front of me, so I was trying to dig for them, but just wasn't able to get them. But no, I'm still stoked on it, even though I wasn't able to get them. And it was just a good day, good confidence booster for sure.
All right, Lex, how was that today?
Oh, I'm really happy with it. I feel like it was a breakthrough ride for me. I've been struggling a lot with midway through the moto, and I feel like today I really broke through that. And I mean, clearly it showed. I went 13-11, best moto finishes, so I'm proud. I feel like that's where I belong this whole time, and I feel like after proving it to myself today, I feel like I should be there every time now.
You know, when I watch you guys on the track, I always see a lot of the same team bikes for you guys close together. So how is it for you to do a moto with your teammate? You know, we always talk about that within the dynamic, but how is it to be in that?
I feel like it's almost easier because, I mean, me and Avery train together every day through the week, and that second moto, we literally were right on each other the whole entire moto. So I feel like it's a lot easier because me and him we want to be the top dog on the team, obviously, and you want to be your teammate. So I feel like it makes you not really think about the position on the track, more of just doing whatever you can to beat him, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, I feel like it really holds you accountable.
How was the track for you guys today on the 250? Second motos, really heavy, really hot, pretty humid. How'd it feel?
It was weird. I feel like last year, I feel like going first, it's almost rougher because for the second moto, they do a little prep. So I feel like, I don't know, I really like the track. I didn't really feel like it was that much rougher.
How was that today?
Yeah, it was definitely eventful. It was, I don't know, I felt kind of out of sorts coming back. I feel like, I don't know why, it's only been like 6 weeks, but I feel like it's been a year for some reason. Like, I feel like I haven't raced in a while. I was pretty disconnected for like 3 or 4 weeks from like just riding and racing in general, so maybe that's why. But yeah, we're back, got my feet back under me, and that was kind of the goal today.
Second moto, seeing that freight train of action that was in there was excellent to watch. How was it to be in it, especially after those 6 weeks?
Yeah, it was nice to kind of get my eyes back to like how fast I need to go and like the lines and stuff. It's hard, like, well, I haven't really raced an outdoor race this year. I mean, Polo doesn't really count, and outdoors is a lot different than Supercross. And just for me, I needed to kind of, yeah, like I said, get my feet back under me, and it was nice to kind of get like a little bit of a flow there. Second moto, I still have a lot in the tank. I need, I don't think my riding was very good today, but again, I didn't really expect much coming into this. I've been off for a while, and yeah, just trying to build myself back up towards the end of the year and then try and hammer SMX at least.
As the local, done a lot of laps at RedBud. How was the track conditions today with prep, weather, all of that?
To be honest, I struggle here as a pro. I don't know why. The track is nothing like amateur racing. Like they tell it so. I gotta talk to. I haven't seen Tim all weekend, Tim Ritchie, but I got a few words for him about the track this weekend. So I don't know. It's just super deep and like really notchy. And for me, I like to like flow around the track more like MotoGP. And to be honest, I struggled today with the track. I mean, there's a few lines that you can kind of like that you kind of know about, like just as far as like riding up on those like little banks and getting around the bumps and stuff like that. But like the track was really deep for how dry it's been here. I don't know. Richie's sitting over there. I think she's looking at me saying this stuff. So, but no, the track. I mean, it's always fun coming back here. But to be honest, I struggled with the track.
And Valentin, how was that?
I don't know. On the paper, really bad. P17 in first moto. I struggle a lot with the flow of the track. Like it was long ruts, deep and soft. So I was coming way too fast. Then I stop into the corner. Then I go. So like stop and go all the time. So didn't had a good first moto. Second moto was better. I had a good start. I was third. I passed second. I passed Prado. Then he passed me back. And unfortunately, directly in the first lap, I had no rear brake. So I dropped a lot of place. I was then around P10, and unfortunately, my engine broke front of the pit lane. Because the oil cap came out and all the oil was going on the rear brake. That's why I didn't have rear brake. So I'm a bit sad to have a DNF like this, but I'm lucky that it didn't happen on a jump, because if it could happen on La Rocolip, I think I'm not good. So yeah, sad on the paper. But I enjoyed to jump to La Rocolip. Was cool, first time of my career, because I was here twice for the nation, one time 450, one time 250, and I didn't go for it. So it was cool, I really enjoyed that.
Okay, having a mechanical issue, you as a privateer, independent guy, is this a stressful thing, or you'll be able to bounce back from Millville?
You know, like I have with Rock River Yamaha, they give me like someone who helped me a bit this, and yeah, it's a bit sad that it can be avoided, this kind of mechanical issue, but yeah, it's like this, it's part of mechanical sport, so I'm a bit sad and angry for the championship and the SMX championship, but yeah, I just have to focus now on the next races and try to do better and better.
Thanks, Valentin. All right, Julien, how was that today?
Word of the day for the last, since Hangtown, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You guys race so much, and you have so much going on. Like, appreciate you being real about that. It's hard. How are you going through the weeks right now?
Yeah, I feel like I've been so consumed in trying to just get better, that I've dug myself into a deeper hole, and like, I just got no energy. I feel like since Hangtown, I haven't been the same, and I feel like that race did a number on me, and I didn't. I feel like I was like, I was fourth. I was like, I need to get to the podium. I need to, like, I wanted to be better, and we just went worse. So, yeah, I got to I'm going to get some tests done on Monday and really nail this thing down. But I really, to be honest, I don't know.
Not to like prod too much, so you can stop me at any time. But you know, you're on a factory team. You have a lot of attention on you right now. Are you getting a lot of pressure, or is this internal pressure?
It's internal pressure because I'm just, like, I come off the track and I'm just pissed off because I'm like, I'm giving everything I've got, everything I have in the tank, and there's nothing there, no result, nothing. I'm just pissed off, to be honest.
Thanks, Julien. How was that?
It was good. I mean, got a sick hole shot. I've always wanted to get on the box of RedBud, but I've always rode like here, so I didn't. Yeah, this one came out of nowhere, but I mean, I had a big crash with South Lake last lap in 5th. Got 15th after that. I'm pretty sure I had a heat stroke. Just down bad. Couldn't ride this week, so honestly, I was showing up and I was like, let's just get through the day. I didn't know. So yeah, and then I went in qualifying and I got 21st in qualifying. So I was like, yeah, my day is not gonna go good. And then races came around, had to reset the mindset. I knew if I could get a good start, I knew I could run up front. I know my fitness isn't as good as it should be yet, but we're slowly clawing ourselves back into shape, so we're good.
So the whole shot, how scary was it when you were going down the start straightaway and your right foot was dangling off the side of the bike? Because I saw that.
I was hanging off the back of that. I didn't care. As long as I got to, I just wanted the whole shot. That's all I wanted. I'm like, let me get up front, let me lead some laps, and it'll all become a little easier. And it did. I wasn't able to hold pace and hold myself accountable how I should when I was leading, but it comes with time. It's my 3rd race back. I don't think anybody expected me to be up here, so feels good just to know that the work that I'm putting in is getting me somewhere, and to do it off in Achilles this early, like, it feels good.